Bucko, we'll look ahead to Monday's game, but there's been a couple of changes in your squad over the last week or so. One in, one out, temporarily at least. Just brings up to date with how everyone's looking.
Squad's been strong. So we had the Christmas break for some of the young scholars, and then a conversation we've had with all the PDP department regarding splitting the squads, trying to stretch some of the younger players who've been performing consistently with the 18s to come and train regularly with the 21s. And then we've added a new addition, Ento. So was in the system with us as a young boy, educated locally, and then decided to focus on his education. Ended up going out to America. He's finished his degree out there early, and then we've had him back in to have a look at him, and he's done well. So he signed on a contract to the end of the season. He'll give us extra numbers in the attacking areas. Very quick, lightning quick, runs in behind. And what he's shown us in training will hopefully shows us in the games.
Was he someone that you crossed paths with before?
Early doors, yeah. So when I was coaching the 13s and the 15s, he was in the building. So yeah, same year as Archie Brown. So yeah, they was a challenging group back then. But yeah, good lad, great kid, and hopefully he does well.
You've added him, you've lost Deon Brown, who I know wasn't with you every week anyway for various reasons, but a good opportunity for him on loan at Gateshead.
Yeah, so valuable experience this will be for Dejon's development moving forward. So it was important we waited for the right and correct club, somebody with a full-time programme who was going to take the development programme what we've got here with him up to Gateshead. We'll work closely with Gateshead to make sure he's still getting the development up there, and that experience, a different environment to experience National League football, will only stand Dejon in good stead. He's been tremendous with the 21s, he's scored a lot of goals, his performances have been excellent, and we just felt like he needed that extra challenge, and that was the next step for him.
How do the conversations work in terms of, okay, we think this player might need a loan move, we think this player maybe needs to stay here? How actively involved are you in those conversations?
It goes on the performances really. So if they're performing well week in, week out for the 21s, and depending on what that player needs, and it's not quite ready to get in our first team at this moment in time, it's what challenges that player needs, and we have a discussion, and that's where it comes around. So there'll be certain players who need physical challenges. There'll be players who need that mentality change of playing in front of supporters, playing Saturday, Tuesday, and they feel like the challenge of 21s football is been getting easier and easier each game as it comes. So that's where our thought process is in with Dejon. That next challenge for him. Let's see him go and score goals in the National League, perform consistently for Gateshead, and then see what happens after that.
On the team, you're almost a month or so into the new year now. Mixed start to 2024?
Yeah, so performance-wise, Fulham away we were excellent. A mad 5 minutes at the end, which cost us the result. But ultimately, the performance and individual development was excellent. Some top performers in that game. Notts County at home, which was very, very much supported by first team players, so we were very, very strong that game. Some excellent performances. The attitude of the first team players in and around the 21s was excellent, and was real role models to our players for us to show our lads what it takes to get there. And then Tuesday's performance, Barden 20 minutes, where we had a spell where we lost concentration and conceded 3 quick goals. Which was disappointing, but ultimately we still had 7 scholars on the pitch at that time, so we were very, very young, and it's just a learning process of going through the post-match with the players, debriefing the players, showing them why we conceded them goals so quickly and what we have to get better at.
An East Midlands derby for you on Monday night, hosting Nottingham Forest. Is it special, this one, regardless of the level?
Yeah, it's good in introducing to the players what it means to to people surrounding the football clubs at both clubs. Trying to keep the players calm and relaxed. Easier said than done, as we do know. So I'm trying to prepare as well as possible and not change too much, but make sure the players are aware of what it means to everybody. And then it's just preparing them for understanding when they step up to a first team environment what local derbies mean.
Will you be regaling the boys with any of your derby heroics?
I've got good and bad. So hopefully not getting sent off and getting sucked in by a Sombalonga would not be ideal. And probably trying to score at the other end would be the one which we'd try and remember and replicate to the lads. So good memories of playing against Nottingham Forest. And yeah, an experience between all staff, Bradley Johnson, Ross, Keith Briggs, we've all played the game, so passing on that vital experience to the players.